Got some jams coming up later on this fancy playlist of mine. Give Me Love by Alexia. Boy, that was a great dance record. Nobody's heard that song, but I can't wait to get to that one. I'll introduce it to you later on. Whole Malibu, Courtney Love's group, Whole, Celebrity Skin. Remember that? That kicked ass by Whole. Boy, I threw that on my fancy playlist in 1998 and got Blackstreet Take You There, sort of a cross between bubblegum and hip hop. I think they did that one with Maya, Offspring, Sugar Ray, and Sync. I get down on the boy bands. Yeah, we got them coming up later on. And at number 28, though, we're at number 28, Fantasy Playlist, February 6, 1999, Semisonic, Secret Smile, Forgotten MP3. Their overwhelming hit was Closing Time. Everybody remembers Closing Time. But then when you ask them, the average listener, remember Secret Smile? Remember Chemistry? They're like, give you a blank stare. And they'll say something like, is that the same group who did Closing Time? That's frustrating. But you gotta live with it. At least I can reintroduce the song to you. Semisonic with Secret Smile, a little bit more laid back than Closing Time. Still hear Closing Time quite a bit on the alternative radio stations. As a matter of fact, I was walking down the strip near the University of Alabama when I heard the song thundering out of a loudspeaker. It's at a bar. Semisonic, Secret Smile at number 28. It was a hit in England. Went to number 13 in Britain in 1999. Was not a hit here in America. Just a minor alternative thing, and that's it. But on my fantasy playlist, February 6, 1999, probably on its way to the top 10 on my fantasy playlist, Semisonic, they formed from the ashes of a group called Trip Shakespeare. I'd forgotten about Trip Shakespeare. They're basically an obscure new wave alternative band back in the late 80s, early 90s. If you're a top 40 listener, a casual listener, forget it. You never heard of Trip Shakespeare and you don't care. And to be honest with you, I'm not too far ahead of you. But if you were an avid alternative fan back in the late 80s, early 90s, if you were like into the Replacements, into the Cure, into Depeche Mode, Thrashing Doves, Echo and the Bunnymen, chances were you were into Trip Shakespeare. Well, here's the deal. Dan Wilson, the lead singer, later became lead singer of Semisonic, and John Munson, they were group members. They were members of Trip Shakespeare. When Trip Shakespeare broke up in the early 90s, they formed Semisonic. These two guys, they teamed up with a drummer named Jacob Slichter, and they released an EP called Pleasure. It's off the Cherry Disc label, Boston indie label back in the early 90s. Might have been about 93, 94, probably maybe 1995. It's getting late, getting my years mixed up. And their first major label release, debut album, Great Divide in 1996, but it was Feeling Strangely Fine that put them on the map. And that's when it yielded Closing Time, and then Secret Smile came as a runner-up to that record. They had another one. I think it was called Singing in My Sleep. Don't quote me on it, but I believe it was Singing in My Sleep. And by the way, in the video to this record, Secret Smile, Dan Wilson's wife is in it. She's in the video. Chemistry. Gotta make a recommendation for Chemistry. One of their best records. Upbeat record. Should have been a hit. Barely made top 40 in England. Didn't do diddly squat here in the States. Back in the spring of 2001. Great pop rock and roll record by Semisonic. Give it a listen to. Tell me what you think of it. Chemistry by Semisonic. Or how about Secret Smile? Making its debut, a high debut at number 28 on my fantasy playlist of February 6, 1999.